Hey guys, Jesse here, and today I'm going to be showing you the very basics of Photoshop. So, just the bare basics here. So, I'm just going to be going through the tools. What is going on here? Oops. Okay, sorry. But yeah, I'm going to be going through the tools bar and show you some basic tools and their basic functions. I'm not going to go through every tool, just the ones that are essential to creating things or manipulating things. So first off, the most basic tool, here I'm just going to use this without explaining it, and show you the move tool, which is basically you have an object, you move it. It's pretty self-explanatory. So, the tool I just used to make that square, I guess I'll explain since I just did it. Down here is the rectangle tool. We also have the rounded rectangle tool, ellipse tool, polygon tool, line tool. These all create shapes, vector shapes, which can be increased in size without blurring or anything like that. And that's what a vector shape is. But basically, just boom, rectangle. Anyway, after that, we have the basic brush tool, which you can use the bracket keys on your keyboard to increase the size. And we have, pencil tool, color replacement tool, mixer brush tool. Don't worry about color replacement or mixer brush because, well, of course worry about them because they're there in case you need them. But just for the basics, we won't worry about that. We have the pencil tool, which is a lot lighter and obviously writes like a pencil. So yeah. Moving on, we have the clone stamp tool, which I won't get into in this video. We have the eraser tool, which obviously erases things like so. And we have the gradient tool, which creates, that's a really bad example. Oh, no, it's not. Creates gradients, which is fading from one color to another and or transparent, as you can see up here. As a little side note, this is my first tutorial. And it's not even really a tutorial, but just excuse me if I trampled over my own words. We have the blur tool and the dodge tool. I also have a portrait here of my friend Charlotte, and hopefully she does not mind me using her picture in this tutorial. Nobody tell her. Anyway, basically we have some tools we can use on portraits and various other things, like for example the blur tool. We can blur out any, as you can see, your mouth's getting blurry there. But we also have the dodge tool, which lightens things. As you can see, your cheek is getting quite white and bright, and yeah, yay, dodge tool. And we have the burn tool, which makes things darker. As you can see down here, everything is getting darker. So yeah, that's the burn tool. And we have some other tools here that I'm not going to go into because a lot of them are very self-explanatory. Up here for photo retouching, we have the spot healing brush, which you can increase in size just like any other brush. Oops, I just hit the P button for the pen tool, which I'll get into. And I just got a Steam message, ignore that. What the spot healing brush does, if we use Control plus or Command plus on a Mac, we can zoom in, and spot healing brush, let's use this freckle she has under her eye as an example. Spot healing brush, click, Photoshop automatically takes pixels from somewhere else in the image with similar coloring around what you clicked on and covers it up like so. But also we have the healing brush tool, which you can automatically take pixels from somewhere else by holding Alt or Option on a Mac and selecting the area where you want to take it from and just putting it over that and painting with it. And that's how that works. Okay, next we have selection tools. I guess we'll stick with Charlotte here since you can select her. First off, we have the quick selection tool, which automatically selects pixels for you, and this is not a very good selection, but oops. If you hold Alt or Option, you can remove from the selection like so. And we'll just get a really crappy selection going here. The selection is what you use to take things out of a photo or move things in a photo, or take things and turn it into its own transparent file. So like the background's transparent, as we can see, we can move what we selected around. And if we Control D to deselect, we also have the marquee tools up here, which is directly under the move tool, which we can select like rectangles. It'll just make a rectangle that we can select and move around like that. And yeah, we also have the pen tool for selection, which you create paths. Like for instance, I'm creating this path here around her. I'm not really doing anything wild. Like if you hold and drag, you can do curves, and I suck with the pen tool. It's something I really need to be better with. And yeah, and if you finish this, you'll have a little path there. If you go into your path panel over by your layers and everything, you'll have a work path, and you can right click that and make a selection, hit OK. It's another way to select things or do a lot of other things. There's a lot of things you can do with the pen tool. That'd be a whole other video of things you can do with the pen tool. Oh, another basic thing, a really basic thing that I forgot, the text tool. Typing, yay, actually that's the font I use for my little identity thing on my channel background, which I really need to improve because it kind of sucks. I think I've covered most of the basics. Let me make sure. No, it looks like that's pretty much all you'll know. One more selection tool. Forgot about this. 2 more selection tools. I'm an idiot. Okay. And I really should have not winged this and just wrote everything down. Why are you messaging me? Okay, I really should have wrote this down. But yeah, we have a lasso tool, which is a free, where you can just draw where you want what you want to select. It's a very bad example. And we have the magic wand tool, which is similar to the quick selection tool, but Photoshop does it itself. It all depends on what you have the tolerance set to and stuff like that. And you can make selections like this. And some other basic things you need to know is this panel up here that I keep clicking on, that I've been clicking on throughout the video, is the history panel, which allows you to go back more than just one Control Z undo. To get to that, you go to Window up in the top and click on History. I always have it up. It's the second most useful tab other than the Layers tab. And I think I've covered most of the basics here. So yeah, later.
I'm so indie, I eat organic Pop-Tarts and hang out daily with the local rock stars.